How much money have you claimed from your last family member that passed away? Did they have a Roth IRA account? Did they have a 401k account? Did they have stocks and bonds? Did they have a safety deposit box? Did they have a life insurance policy? Did they have multiple life insurance policies? According to the National Association of Unclaimed Property Administrators, the chances are one of those questions is a yes, and that you have unclaimed property floating around in the United States Treasury just waiting for someone to come and claim it. Now, in the description of this video, you will have documents to make sure that doesn't happen to you and your family is well prepared and know all of your accounts and everything that you have when you do pass away. Fill out the document, keep it in a safe place for them. As well, you would have links that you can go and see if there is some unclaimed property out there for you and your family. According to that same National Association of Unclaimed Property Administrators, it's about $1,100 per person that is out there unclaimed. Actually, the unclaimed property total United States balance currently, this moment, is at 70 billion. I said that right, with a B, billion dollars. $70 billion. That is an astronomical number. Think about it. Now, some of the things that fall under unclaimed property, where are they getting these statistics from? Number one, bank accounts. Now, I sit down with my clients on a regular basis, roughly annually or sometimes even every 2 years, and we go over this information and making sure they are on top of their accounts and keeping track and writing this information down for their family. So in the event of something happening, the family has this information and it can actually be claimed. Now, the bank accounts we're talking about is not the checking account. Wells Fargo, Chase, Fifth Third Bank, if they're still a thing. I'm not sure if they're still a thing. But Bank of America, if they're still a thing. Now, those companies, we know about those companies, or your family will know about those companies because the card is in your wallet, your checking account, you're swiping, right? It's in your wallet, it's in your pocketbook, it's in your purse. So your family's not worried about that. When it comes to bank account, what this number is actually coming from is savings. Let's write that down. Savings account. A lot of times because we don't have a bank card to savings accounts, our family do not know they exist. That educational account, if you're a grandparent or a parent that you set up, that education account that your kids can borrow from when they get to be a certain age or when they get to college. Let's do education account. That falls under the bank accounts as well. So those are some of the accounts that fall under the bank accounts that we're referring to when you think about bank accounts and what you need to write down. Now, other things that fall under unclaimed property that they see commonly is uncashed paychecks. Imagine uncashed paychecks, guys. Tell me, are we really leaving, quitting our job, getting fired, and not collecting our last paycheck? That is insane, right? That is a baller move, to say the least. Now, I don't know about any of you, but I will take everything that they owe me out there. So make sure we're cashing our paychecks. And if a family member passed away after quitting, after leaving, never collecting their last paycheck, well, that is now owed to the next of kin, i.e. spouse or children, right? And of course, they have to pay. So show up with a death certificate with some kind of document, and we can get that paycheck cashed, of course. Now, next thing that falls under unclaimed property, stocks and bonds. Now, this one is not very high when it comes to the $70 billion. It's not a very high percentage of that it comes from stocks and bonds. Reason being, again, if a person is investing in stocks and bonds, a lot of time they view it as a person of status. Stocks and bonds, investing in that comes with some status. So that person will tend to talk about it, talk about it to their kids, talk about it to their spouse, of course, talk about it to friends, neighbors, and just being an advocate for investing in stocks and bonds. So a lot of times we will actually know that they are investing in stocks and bonds, but we may not know through which company or who or the specifics behind it. So again, this is why I'm making this video, so we can write all that information down. Who's the brokerage that we go under? Who's the agent? What's the agent name? So many times, guys, let me take a moment here to pause. You have to stop ducking your agents, your financial advisor, your life insurance agent, your brokerage. You have to stop ducking these people. When you see the call come up, take the call. It's nothing to say, no, I'm not interested in having a meeting right now, right? Send me some information. Can you send me a summary of all my accounts? But stop ducking their calls, because they work for you, not the other way around. You don't work to pay them. They work for you. So with that being said, we need to have those regular conversations, because policies, when it comes to life insurance, I've seen it so many times, policies can lapse, right, without you knowing. I've seen a case where an agent passed away 15 years ago, and I'm getting a call from a son when mom passed away, saying we need to file a claim. The agent passed away 15 years ago. That is a very long time to go without speaking to your agent, and there's absolutely no reason, zip, zero, zilch, why you did not know your agent passed away 15 years ago, and why you do not have a new agent or information that the family should be having in order to take the right steps into filing that life insurance claim. Now, next thing I want to go over, so moving on from that, safety deposit box. This is also not very high, just like stocks and bonds. It is not a very high percentage of that $70 billion that is under the safety deposit box category. But if you do have a safety deposit box, again, the document that's in the description, you can put that information on there. The safety deposit box is at the very top of the document. It's called a family information guide. Make sure you do fill it out as well. You will have a will kit in the description, so you can download that will kit and fill that out as well, and establish a will in place if you don't have one for you and your family. Now, it doesn't beat a trust. We all know trust is the safest way in order to avoid probate court, but it is something to lay out the wishes and guidelines, and just making sure the family is prepared. Guys, if you've been through it before, you know there is a lot of figuring out that happens during the time when someone passes away and things has to be done. There's a lot of figuring out that happens. Take all of that figuring out for your family by just filling out these documents beforehand, putting them in a safe folder or something somewhere at home, and letting them know about it. If something happens, grab this folder here. It has everything that you need. It has all the steps you need to take, and it has clear instructions, right? This is what those documents are used for. Now, last thing I want to go over, what makes up the majority of the $70 billion? What makes up the majority of the $70 billion? Well, it's life insurance policies, believe it or not, right? It is 80% or more of the $70 billion. Can you believe that? 80% of the $70 billion is unclaimed life insurance policies. Now, the cases where this happens the most is when a family member, a spouse, a mom, a dad, whoever, has multiple life insurance policies. Multiple, right? And I'll do a times multiple times M. Multiple life insurance policies, right? So those cases, we may be aware of one, or we heard, I have multiple life insurance policies. I'm not saying these family members don't talk about it, but talking about it is not good enough. We have to put it in black and white, as my wife would say. Put it on paper. You put it on the computer. And even the computer is still not safe, because computers can crash. They may not know the password to your computer, right? So putting it on paper in a safe place is the best bet, right? Now, it's good to put it in multiple places. The computer, giving access codes out and things like that, and of course leave it in paper just in case there's a forest fire or whatever the case may be. Now, when I said stop ducking your insurance agent or your financial advisor or your brokerage, what goes along with that as well is giving your family member the information for those personnels, giving your family member the information for your life insurance advisor, the information for your financial advisor, your life insurance agent, and of course any other persons, lawyers and anything like that that's involved in your life as well, or your business. Now, one thing I also want to go over, guys, again, I want to reiterate $1,100. You could be owed $1,100. So in the description of this video, you will also have a link to click on to see on a federal level if there's any funds out there for you. There's some things some questions it's going to ask you, some information that you might need to know, and if you don't know it, you might not be able to make a claim, guys, because you can't claim anything that you don't know exists, right? So the document is going to be there to check for things that you do know exist out there as well. Now, I hope this video helped. You don't have to like, you don't have to subscribe, but I hope you learned from it. Any questions you have, leave them in the comments below. Till next time, guys, thank you.